Family, good morning, good evening, good afternoon, or whenever you decide to watch this video. This is Chef D Night of Date Night Catering with another episode of Funk Up the Flavor. Alright, so before I get into our episode today and what we're going to be funking up, I would like to ask, go to eventbrite.com and search for Finale. Why? Because Finale Wine and Desserts, along with Date Night Catering, is bringing you a lover's kind of night. So what's a lover's kind of night? Well, February 14th, we'll be hosting a lover's kind of night at the Canary Art Gallery here in Birmingham, Alabama. Tickets are $65 for individuals, $100 for couples, $200 for the table. Unlimited wine, and I will be doing the food. So if you've been following me for any amount of time, you know that the food that I do, I put my heart and soul into it. It's going to be delicious, all right? So what are we going to funk up tonight? Well, I have put out about maybe 5 or 6 days ago, I asked on my Date Night Catering Facebook page, what would you guys like to see? And I got a few responses. And so I'm going to do a surf and turf. So I'm going to do an herb crusted filet mignon with a creamy garlic shrimp that's going to top that, along with some sauteed or pan roasted asparagus. So I'll be right back with you to show you how we're going to funk this up tonight. Welcome back, family. So I did say we were going to do a little surf and turf. So I do have my herb crusted filet mignon, right? So this is really easy to do. All right, so let me explain to you what I've done here. So here I've got my steak seasoning, right? So it probably looks a lot like some of the seasonings that I already use, because it basically is salt, pepper, garlic powder, onion powder, granulated garlic, granulated onion, rosemary, dried thyme, fennel seed, dried parsley, and cumin. That is what I use for my herb crusted steak seasoning. Now here, I'm gonna finish it with some butter, some fresh thyme, fresh rosemary, and fresh garlic. This is a pretty cool step at the end. I'm gonna show you how to do that. All right. So I've got my cast iron skillet. Now if you don't have cast iron, that's fine. Use whatever skillet that you have available. So my skillet is already hot. So I'm gonna go ahead and drop about maybe 3 to 4 tablespoons of olive oil in there. Kind of let that get all in my pan. You can kind of hear it starting to heat up, have a little fun. Now listen, your kitchen is gonna get a little smoky, so cut your heat up, and do not, whatever you do, don't do what I just did. Don't throw your towels on your stove. That's a bad move. All right. So your kitchen is gonna get a little smoky. I'm sorry. You're cooking steak. You need a hot skillet. All right. So I'm gonna take. So what I did with that seasoning is I seasoned all sides of my filet. And so I'm gonna go ahead and drop these fillets. Oh, it's a nice thick cut right there. Right in this skillet. Drop the second one in there. Second one's not quite as thick, so it's not gonna take as long. And we want a medium on these. So these are gonna go about 4 minutes on each side. And they'll be perfect medium. Now while this is cooking, I'm gonna go ahead and crank up the heat on my other skillet right here, which is going to be for my shrimp. And as you can see, I already have my asparagus in the skillet as well too. So all we're going to need to do with this guy right here is just cut the heat up on that as well, which I already have on. And we're going to get that going too. So we're going to kind of bring this meal together kind of almost simultaneously. Now, what's going in the shrimp? So I've got shrimp that I put my house seasoning on. Salt, pepper, garlic powder, onion powder, granulated garlic, granulated onion, a little dried parsley. That's it. And I chopped up 4 cloves of garlic and sat that in the fridge to marinate. Got a 1.5 cups of heavy whipping cream, 4 chopped cloves of garlic, 1/4 cup of Parmesan cheese, 1/4 cup of butter. That's it. That's all you need for this recipe. Oh, and a little olive oil. So our remaining olive oil, I'm gonna drop in my second skillet right here. All right, put a little bit more olive oil on mine. The rest of it on my asparagus. Now once this starts to heat up, we're gonna add the butter, and then we're gonna add the shrimp. Now why am I heating the oil first before I add the butter? Because the olive oil has a higher burn point than the butter. If I put the butter in first, it'll burn. We don't want burnt butter, all right? So I'll be right back, and I'm gonna show you how to add the butter, and then go ahead and add the shrimp as well. All right, so as you can see, our skillet is going real nice with the olive oil and butter mixture for the shrimp. So what I'm gonna do is I'm actually gonna add the shrimp. I'm just gonna drop them right in there. Get those bad boys cooking. Now you just let these sit. Make sure your heat is on like a medium so you don't burn your butter. Mine is kind of starting to brown a little bit right here, so I did cut my heat down just so you guys are aware, right? So we're gonna let that go. Not gonna even touch it for real. Just let it sit there. Now let's jump back over here to these steaks. Alright? So I've cooked these steaks on both sides. You should have a nice crusting on both sides, right? So now I'm gonna turn this steak and kind of lean it up in my pan so I can get the edges cooked. This is just how I like to cook my steaks, man. So just giving y'all what I do in my kitchen. So you can do whatever you like, but I like to also cook the edges. I like mine to be seared and cooked all the way around. Just how I like my steaks, right? Our asparagus is actually done. I mean, it's perfectly done. So all we're gonna do with the asparagus now, just cut the heat off. And remove that off the heat. Just let it sit right there so it can stay warm. All right. So we need about 2 minutes. 2 to 3 minutes on each side with these steaks, man, just to get the herbs cooked and also to get that nice crusting on it. Then once this is done, oh man, I'm gonna add the butter, the rosemary, the thyme, and then we're gonna finish off this steak with a little, what I like to call a butter bath. All right, so let's flip these shrimp. Once these bad boys are flipped, I'm gonna add the heavy whipping cream. And the fresh chopped garlic. This is a buttered garlic shrimp that's going on top of the steak, man. So we need the garlic. All right, here we go. Let's add the fresh chopped garlic in there. We'll add the heavy whipping cream. And the Parmesan cheese. Not much. Yeah, put it all in there. Alright, let's stir that. Get it incorporated. And we want this to go enough, honestly, until the shrimp is done and the sauce starts to thicken. So this is probably going to take about 6 to 8 minutes for that sauce to start to thicken. Alright, here we go. Keep that steak rotating. So we make sure we get all the edges with a nice sear on them. You can see it, man. That steak looks delicious. And I promise you, it's gonna be a medium steak. Alright. So I'll be right back once all this is done. Show you what it looks like, and I got 2 taste testers to let me know what they think. Alright, so what I just did is just added a 1/4 cup of butter to the pan, along with the rosemary, the thyme, and the garlic. So we're gonna lay our steak down. We're gonna let all of this cook it as close to your steak as possible. So the next move is to literally just spoon that melted butter right on top of your steak. So what's going to happen is as you're spooning this butter, on top of your steak, it's going to get into all those crevices. It's gonna give you a nice flavor. It's gonna get nice and buttery, all right? So the next move now, steaks are actually done. Let's take all of this stuff right here, sit it on the plate, sit the steaks right on top of it. More flavor. Hit it one more time with some butter. And I'm gonna just let these steaks rest until my shrimp comes together. And then once the shrimp comes together, I'm gonna plate it up. We're gonna come back for a taste. Now this is what your creamy garlic shrimp that is gonna go on top of the steak should look like. Your sauce should start to bubble a little, which means that it's thickening up. And then what you should see is your sauce should be coating your spoon. Do you see when I pick that up, how sauce is still stuck on the spoon? It's not just a clean spoon. That means my sauce is ready. All right, so we've my steaks have been resting for about 6 or 7 minutes now. My sauce is done. So my next move is I'm about to put this dish together. So I'm gonna put this steak down. I'm gonna top it with my creamy garlic shrimp sauce, and then I'm gonna put my asparagus on the side, dash it with a little fresh parsley, and then I'm gonna have my stepson and his best friend take the taste test and let me know. You know, kids always gonna be honest with you on some food. So I'm gonna go ahead and get that together for you guys, and I'll be right back. So family, welcome back, welcome back, welcome back. So we are here for the taste test. So I've got my surf and turf, which is a herb crusted filet mignon, topped with the creamy garlic shrimp, and a roasted asparagus, a pan-seared asparagus on the side. So for my taste testers tonight, I've got my stepson Kendall. Say what's up to the folks, man.
What's up?
And then I also have his best friend Aaron.
What's up?
All right, so they're about to dive in. So go ahead, gentlemen, pick up them forks, pick up them knives, cut into this steak. Tell me what's up. It should. Oh, look! Did you see how they just cut through this steak and went through it like butter? It should be like a perfectly medium steak. You know what I'm saying? All right. Look at that. And you know kids don't lie, so when they go in, tell the folks what's up, man.
It's good.
All right, Kendall, tell them what's up, man.
Look good. Like the shrimp.
Wait a minute. They said it's good. So, like, have you guys had a steak before that's this good? So this
seasoning is good.
He's asking about the seasonings. You know we don't give that up. So is this literally the best steak you've ever had?
It's the best.
Is this the best steak you've ever had?
You don't give them that seasoning?
No, I'm not giving up the seasoning. I did that earlier. So, family, there you have it. Oh, try the asparagus. You got to taste the asparagus. Go ahead. Let them know.
What you put on? What you put on?
Ha! We winning again, baby. So listen, I just want to let y'all know that when Chef D Night goes in the kitchen, we hitting everybody. We taking care of the kids. We taking care of the grown folks. Everybody is going to have a fantastic food experience. All right, so just want to leave you with two things that I always do. So number one, February 14th, it is going down. Finale Wine and Desserts and Date Night Catering presents a Lover's Kind of Night. It's going to be held at the Canary Art Gallery downtown Birmingham. So go to Eventbrite, search for Finale, and get your tickets. Second thing that I want to leave you with, man, if you love it, keep doing it. I just recently lost a relative, my uncle Anthony Hill, and death has a crazy way of bringing back memories. And so I remember when I was like 10, maybe 11 years old, my Uncle Tony said to me, Chuck, that's the nickname that they gave me, said that when I was a kid, my head was big and I looked like Charlie Brown from the back, so they just started calling me Chuck. But y'all better not laugh. But So he told me, if you love it, keep doing it. And I had no idea that that was going to be something that was going to be implanted in me, that was going to, you know, come back to me, you know, 30 years later, you know, as a way of me getting through life and continuing to do what I love. Because if you love it and you keep doing it, you never get tired of doing it. So, family, once again, this is Chef D Knight from Date Night Catering. Thank you for tuning in to another episode of Funk Up the Flavor. So once again, from my heart to your kitchen, cook with some passion.